All right, so I'm doing my devotions right now, and I'm feeling both called to share a little bit of what's coming up and then also apprehensive. And so I'm going to just share because that apprehension is not of God. But today's devotion is really focused on our dependence on God's presence. And I'm going to share just this last little bit. And so it says, when we walk faithfully before God, we walk secure in the knowledge that He is with us. We know that the reality of His presence doesn't depend on place or time or how we're feeling, no matter what. He is here. It's when we refuse to believe it's when we refuse to believe this that our problems begin. We stop walking and we go rushing about, trying to find Him. Once we are founded on the reality of His presence, we will know the experience the psalmist describes in Psalm 46:2. Therefore, we will not fear though the earth give way. At critical moments in our lives, we find it necessary to ask the Lord for guidance, but it should be unnecessary to always be asking, "Oh Lord, tell me what to do." Of course He will tell you. That is the reality of His presence. That's what it means. It means that God is always there, always guiding. And if you are walking faithfully before Him, He will alert you whenever your common sense decisions are not in accordance with His will. Whenever this happens, simply be quiet and continue your walk, trusting in His presence. Oh my gosh, I just thought this was so good. Just what a great reminder that we don't even have to ask. Like God is always, like, we don't have to ask God for direction. We don't ask God to speak. We don't need to ask God to reveal, because that is His nature, right? God is always speaking, always revealing, always communicating to us. And it's really just a question of, will we listen, right? Will we quiet ourselves? Will we open our ears and simply just be quiet enough to hear His voice? And then once we hear it, will we act on it? Right? Even me now, it's like God is just, last week He spoke to me similarly when I was in my devotions and said, "Hey, jump online and just share this." And I have not accessed social media in a long time, not like to share. And I didn't. And then I got it again today and I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Be obedient. And so all we have to do is slow down enough to listen and then act on what we're hearing, because God's presence is here.